rates on the market. With you always. Bajaj Street Tunes.
Number one swag station is what you tuned in to. Zile dakikanya wetwogerera zezakavaako ku ssaawa 5 ez'amakyago olunaku olwaleero. There's a security guard eyokubye essasi n'ejja mu bulamu bw'ensi eno oluvannyuma lwa mukazi we omwendako. When will this ever stop? You cheat on me and I shoot myself.
Man, people are really devastated.
More stories coming up in the news that starts now. This is Galaxy. It's another day in the 256. Your number one swag station is what you're tuned into. It's Galaxy FM. I'm joined by Pamela Isamara Chom.
Yeah.
And this is what's happening. Let's start from Bugisu.
The Elgon Festival. Yeah, the Elgon Festival was organized, I think, last week, part 1.
That picture was deadly.
Yeah, the
it
picture
was
of
deadly.
Yes, it was really dead. But what was worse is that these girls, the Elgon Festival, was organized the previous week.
Yes.
Courtesy of Masaba Tourism Initiative and other stakeholders also involved. Now, what happened is these girls, aged 16, 15, 13, 14, they're not teenagers, were asked to move. They were paraded and asked to move across Mbale city.
With their nyonyos out.
Yes, naked, nude. The top part was nude and down. So
even down was nude.
Down was, they were putting on like, what could I say? Yes, they had just wrapped themselves with a few leaves down, which was almost
like the
open.
way our great grandfathers used to dress up, the Bushman style.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with it? They do it every time in South Africa, the Zulu.
Yeah, but they do. But it's not. The problem is it's not a culture of Bugisu. Yeah, actually, Inzu Yamasaba, this is the institution representing Bamasaba in the Elgon region, and which is organized like the festival is cultural. That means depicting the culture of the Bamasaba. Now, Inzu Yamasaba has come out to disclaim this kind of situation. They say that for them, they never parade girls naked. It's not their culture. It is an embarrassment to the Bamasaba to see girls moving out like that. Now, this statement from the Bamasaba comes after the Minister for Peace Mutuzo. She's the Minister of Gender. She has asked for the IGP to enter into the matter and investigate it and hold the culprits to book.
Have you seen like the pictures of our great aunties?
You've seen the pictures of your great aunties. How are they dressed?
Those are our great aunties and uncles when they had like chains. You know these chains that that we've modernized?
Skin and hides.
Exactly. And they had like their buttocks out.
But the times are different. We are living in times where girls are being defiled.
Look, listen.
Ripped,
if you're celebrating a festival,
yeah,
I want to believe that you're doing this in a designated way,
exactly,
in a better way, and it's just for depicting the culture. The only problem is, like they said, if it is not a part of the Bamasaba culture.
One, it's not. Then two, if you're organizing a festival in a place, why would you get young girls and move them out of the festival grounds and make them rotate around the town naked?
They do this all the time in other countries.
This is sexuality.
Look, at the end of the day, we need to be attached to our roots. We are African. We are strong and proud of our bodies.
We are misusing culture.
Did you see the picture of that girl?
Which one?
The picture of the girl.
Of the girls who are naked.
Yeah.
Walking nude.
Did you see how African she looked?
No, I think we are living in very dangerous times where girls are being defiled, raped, you know. So parading naked girls like that.
Anyhow, away from that, guys, we'll keep you posted on that one. Science teachers clash with UNATU over salary strike.
Yeah, UNATU teachers held a meeting with the president over the weekend, and out of the meeting there was a statement released by their general secretary Baguma Philbert. Philbert said during the meeting the president asked them to go back, stop their industrial action, which they are not going to do. The other thing he told them that he has handed the matter over to the Ministry of Public Service, Ministry of Education, to review the salaries, because for them, when they met the president, they said, if you're increasing teachers to 4 million, the money that you have put in this financial year, distribute it across all teachers, such that you increase every teacher, science and arts.
That is
Baguma who said it.
Obviously, we will put it to government that the enhancements they have brought are a breach of the collective bargaining agreement which we signed in 2018. We realize the government underrated the consequences of their act. The president has instructed the Ministry of Public Service, Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Ministry of Education and Sports to make a review. But meanwhile, while they are making a review, our industrial action continue. Our resumption of the school will depend on how fast they make the review and whether the outcome of the review is satisfactory and addressing a fair salary enhancement.
That is what's happening in the teachers. No one has come out to really say,
Vincent Elong, who is the head of science teachers, has clashed. They're saying what the government is proposing, what these teachers, United teachers are proposing, is not good, and it is a rumor that should be dismissed.
They met His Excellency the President, and they are trying to communicate something that I don't think it is from government. Because we have been in touch with the government, they are communicating is that they are going to review the salary which is already enhanced. And the question we are asking, which I have been asking, I asked them, where have this union been? If they really care for teachers, the group that are negotiating for teachers are just panicking. Because the art teachers have lost confidence, just like the science teachers have lost confidence. As science teachers, we don't expect a review of salary which has already been enhanced and the budget has been read.
This is Galaxy. This is what's happening in the news. Away from that, just like any other day, there's a man who has committed suicide after his wife cheats. And the man we are talking about today, Musirika, the security guard, he holds a gun every day. So and like, the woman is playing with his emotions. Is like, yeah. And you might find she cheated on him with like...
She was cheating on him with a soldier. Hey, and you know what? The soldier was planning to help her get recruited into the army. Yeah? So she was supposed to join the army this week, and at the same time, she had dumped the guy. This is a G4S security guard. He's attached to G4S. It was in Gulu City. Yeah, the man who killed himself was just 35 years old, called Badru Okurut. Now, his wife, Anyako, they have 3 kids together. They had separated. They had issues, domestic violence and what. So they separated.
They never
so
separate.
While they were away from each other, the woman started seeing somebody else.
By the way, to go biaura. One of these days, it's not separation.
It is what?
Not staying under the same roof, but staying together.
You still do business, but...
When you have 3 kids, you can just wake up and separate.
You can. Why not? It is very possible.
Anyhow,
Yeah. So these guys were separated. Yeah. So while they were away, the woman started seeing a guy, a soldier. I think he's attached to about 4th Division Army. So when they got back together, the man thought, because they are hooking up, they are getting back together, reconciling, only to hear that she's, serving her beans elsewhere and she's planning on moving on.
Serving her what?
Her sauce. So in the process, the guy, out of anger and the devastation, went to his room. He locked himself up and then used his gun, shot his head, shattered the skull, and he died.
Do you know how they define a heartbreak?
How?
By mere definition, a heartbreak is overwhelming distress. You know how they define distress? Something that mentally challenges you.
Really puts you down completely.
So distress alone, let's say from your work, your family, your family aside, your job, daily hassles, can really be a pain in the neck.
Okay, that's stress, not distress you.
Can be a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
Now, when it's overwhelming, because that's how they define a heartbreak, it's over. Do you know something being overwhelming? That's why that man went and locked himself in their room and listen.
But I think sometimes we choose to break our hearts too much.
Even the strongest people have weak emotions. 18 to chebaita emotions.
Have you ever been heartbroken to that extent of thinking, let me end my life, or okay, fine, not eating is normal. Like some people will say, I can't eat, I can't sleep well. That is quite normal. But to the extremes where I say, you think about killing that person, or you think about killing yourself. Huh?
Well, I haven't reached that extent, but you can imagine someone who has 3 kids. and has put in like 12 years with you or more than 10 years and has invested in money.
I think when you have kids, it's even
and their
better. Because all
reputation.
my love, my affection, passion goes to the kids.
Pamela.
I think about my kids.
Oli
Why would I think
mukyala
about
wange.
a man
Kukyalo.
breaking me to the extent of killing
Abaana
myself? My
bange.
God. Oba it's ego. For you guys, it's ego. It's
bakuyita
esteem.
erinnya ly'abaana bange bakuyita mama Junior, mama Simon,
Hey.
mama Gundi.
Yeah.
And then things happen. Of course they happen.
What
We are human
happens?
beings.
You know. Now, what's
And
up?
then we get back and you mess up with my feelings and I think that things are okay and then I get to know. And but a real man, Katonda Atondo Musajanga, is protective in the sense that Pamela, even if we break up,
Yeah.
and I hear that you're seeing somebody else
You're still
tomorrow,
mine, like in your mind. I'm still like,
it's the nature of a man. He's protective. He will.
But
Now listen.
think-
Some of the men will feel less of a man.
Yeah.
He will feel
yeah, it's your ego.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like,
But I think you guys also should differentiate. When you're in a process of reconciling with someone after breaking up with them, do not think that where they went, they were being clean. Because somebody might have gone that side and done nasty stuff or try to move on with their lives and then realize that they cannot move on and actually came back to you.
Twagala
So where
kukkiriza.
they have come from, they are sorting out themselves as well.
twagala kukkiriza byonna tuba tubimanyi.
Ah,
Naye
ate
ekintu kye
mubimanyi,
bayita
temubitegeera.
emotions. Pam, I can be here and talk to you and
Yeah.
tell you the right thing to do.
Uh-huh.
You get out of that door
Yeah.
and you exactly do the opposite
Yeah.
because of emotions.
Yeah, but when you have this impulsive impulsive
Exactly.
attitude, character.
Exactly.
Oh.
It's a very sad story right there.
Yeah.
Away from that, as we're concluding the news today, by the way, you can check us out on YouTube. We are live, Galaxy FM/TV. Police is investigating a fire outbreak that happened at Iganga High School dormitory.
Yeah, yesterday evening at about 9 p.m., the fire broke out in the school. Students say they saw smoke coming out of the dormitories, and then they ran to the dormitories. When they reached there, they refused them to enter. They wanted to save their property, but they refused them to enter. They broke in, tried to remove their stuff. But anyway, the issue is the fire breaking out, and we have the students talking about it.
We were in classes, we were in the school, and Dom 3, Senior 3, in Senior 2, and Senior 4 prefects dormitory. They called us that it had caught fire. Real fire, it was flowing up and we didn't know. Now when we reached, they were refusing us to enter. They closed the gate and we started to enter through the fence. We broke windows because we wanted to enter. Our baskets, everything. Senior 4s, they are things. And those who have regular permits have gone. Those who were sick, who have just come back from home with their medicines, tablets.
Fire brigade dirwirewo tuuka aye era ebintu ebisinga bibuze kubanga mwedi akavuyo kabairewo kaamaani ino aye ekikangabwa kinene ino aye twenda ogumya abazaire tiwazira mwana yena akoseibwa.
Did I hear some guy in the background say his tablets for the kidney were there?
Yeah, I mean, like, anyway, that's how kids think. They think what is more important than life for them is saving their things. Maybe their phone that was there, their grab, their mattresses. Yet, what is more important is to save your life first.
Nabo abaana bayiganga hayi bamanyi mu kazungu bambi
I
I
know.
applaud them.
I know.
Bafunye ba senior 5, senior 6.
That was
over.
head prefect speaking.
That those kids know English.
Yeah.
And then the one who came in Lusoga is like the teacher.
Yeah.
The literature teacher.
One day I got to explain Abulunji. You know how to explain properly.
It is 100.2 Galaxy FM Kodi 18 zivudeko ku 5 ez'amakya gonna right. For more stories, please do feel free to check out our website. I beg your pardon, on www.galaxyfm.co.ug. Woba inayo ekikutte squeeze kyonna nga kikusobodde Pamela inayo ekikutte squeeze. Is there anything that is on your mind today that you would love to let out? Not on air, eh?
Not on air.
No, but now listen. Go and put it as if you want to put it out there, put it out. Send it to me on 0707102102. Pamela is shy, but I know you're not. It is
No.
Chike. Good morning.